The 2-2. Popped up. Sandoval in foul territory. Giants win.
0-2.
Alright, welcome guys to the second episode of this winter meeting series. This is the Rivalry Sports Talk. I'm Frank Perez. This is Alec Nerlin. And today we're going to be talking about the Cubs and the Diamondbacks. And the Cubs, they made a lot of moves. They spent a lot of money this week. And let's see what they started off with.
And the Chicago Cubs, well, first off, they got John Lackey right away.
Yeah.
That's who they got, John Lackey. And it was the very first move for the Cubs in the winter meetings. They signed him 2 years, $32 million. And he will be the third spot in the rotation behind Arrieta and Lester.
Yeah, and I this is a great signing. I mean, he is older. What is he, 37 now? 36?
He's been in the league for a while.
Yeah, he's in his upper 30s, but he still pitches a decent amount of innings to where he can be a viable threat in a starting rotation.
He's he's a little bit above average, but he's the average pitcher you want with speed-wise, fastball, everything.
Velocity, and all that kind of stuff. And he'll be behind. He'll have so much protection with Arrieta and John Lester. I mean, that's just 1, 2, 3. That's a great punch. All right, so the Cubs also won the Ben Zobrist sweepstakes. This guy was the free agent that was pretty much holding every move up in the winter meetings, and they signed him for 4 years, $56 million. And this is why they traded Starlin Castro. We all wondered, why did they do this? Is still a young guy. But when they get out and go out and get out the second baseman that Zobrist is, along with the utility man that he is. I mean, he's the best utility guy I've seen in such a long time.
Yeah, he's been a sleeper ever since he's been with the Tampa Bay Rays. Nobody ever really paid that much attention to him. And like you said, he's a great utility player. And I know a while back the Giants were looking at him, and they wanted him bad, but didn't work out.
No, and the problem was you guys were going to play him in left field. He prefers second base, which you guys already set with Crawford and Panic, at least in the infield. But this is a guy that the Cubs needed.
Yes.
I mean, every freaking team needed him, but the Cubs really needed him. The Cubs last year led the MLB in Ks, I want to say by a wide margin. And he is your perfect example of a contact hitter. I mean, the Royals, what he did with the Royals last year helped solidify that whole lineup. And another thing, too, being 34 years old, he's been around the league so many times that the experience and the veteran in him is really going to help the Cubs as far as their youth with Chris Bryant, Rizzo, Schwarber, Soler, they're all going to thrive off of what this guy is going to show them.
Yeah.
As far as leadership. So, but they didn't stop as far as signing guys. They also had a bullpen issue last year. Their closer, in my opinion, wasn't the greatest. So they went out and they re-signed Trevor Cahill. Trevor Cahill, 11 games, 17 innings pitched, with a 2.12 ERA with the Cubs last year. They liked the way he pitched. I think that they should keep him in the bullpen, but there is talk that he might move to the fifth starting behind, obviously, Arrieta, Lester, John Lackey, and Jason Hamill. Jason Hamill.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think he's better in the bullpen.
He might be a better fit in the bullpen, but I think the Cubs are going to need a number 5 starter. And he will most likely take that job.
Yeah, I think you think starter. I think bullpen. They only signed him for a year for $4.25 million, I want to say. So I think that's another sneaky, small, but really good sign for the Cubs. Mm-hmm. The Cubs also won the Jason Hayward sweepstakes. They signed him for 8 years, $184 million. I want to say the opt-out clause was after 2 years and 4 years.
Yes.
So this kind of came out of the blue, though. I mean, did you expect Jason Hayward to be signed?
No, I didn't expect him to sign with the Cubs. He had many other choices, many other teams, but once I heard Cubs, obviously I was shocked, but he's going to be a great fit center field or right field, wherever they put him.
Yeah.
He's going to be a great fit.
Yeah, what he's talking about as far as right field, they're talking about possibly keeping him in right field and trading Soler to maybe starting pitching, that bullpen, something like that, and re-signing their old center fielder in Dexter Fowler, which I think that would be a great move, trying to get another guy right behind, whether it's Lackey or Hamill, and that would push, like I said, Cahill possibly to the bullpen.
Yes.
And they started off early. They started right about the week before the winter meetings. They went out and signed a big-name pitcher.
That big name, Zach Greinke, who led the league in ERA last year with a 1.66 ERA. The Diamondbacks signed him 6 years, $206.5 million. He was an All-Star in 2009 with the Royals, 2014 with the Dodgers, and 2015 with the Dodgers. And he also won the Cy Young in 2009 with the Royals, who he was drafted by.
I've been watching Greinke for years now, and a great pickup by the Diamondbacks.
Yes.
I mean, he went 19-3 last year, 1.66 ERA, and he's a durable guy. He pitched 220 innings last year. People are saying, since he's 32 already, is he overpaid? I don't think so. I honestly, truly believe he's going to age like Greg Maddux. I think he will pitch probably up until he's 37. He's improved his fastball while losing 4 miles an hour on it. The changeup has actually gone up 2 miles an hour. When it comes to Greinke, I think he will continue and he will live up to this 6-year contract. And he will be the number one starter for the Arizona Diamondbacks, which needed pitching. But they didn't stop there as far as getting starting pitching. They also went out and signed Shelby Miller.
Yes. Shelby Miller, who's also a great pitcher, big name in the MLB. 2015, 3.02 ERA, 205 innings pitched, only gave up 13 home runs, and he had 171 strikeouts in 33 games. And he's going to be the third starter behind Patrick Corbin, and this is his third team in 4 years. He's been traveling a lot, and D-backs, in my opinion, probably one of the best rotations in the MLB.
Yeah,
one of the best.
Yeah, one of the best.
We haven't got to the Giants.
Yeah, but we'll get there. As far as Shelby Miller, I mean, he was 6-17 last year. I felt for the guy.
Yeah.
That guy had no run support in Atlanta.
No.
And the fact that he's been on 3 teams in 4 years at age 25 is just amazing to me.
Yeah.
Like, why doesn't anybody want this guy? He
Seriously.
eats innings. I mean, I don't know. But the package deal that the D-backs sent to the Braves for him was just crazy in my opinion. They gave up Ender Inciarte. He batted .303 last year, only 58 Ks, and he drove in 45. Aaron Blair, right-handed pitching prospect, and his minor league career is at 3.22 ERA. From what I hear, this guy's the real deal, whether he becomes a back-end starter or a big-time reliever. But the big guy was Dansby Swanson. This is the first time the number 1 overall pick in the MLB draft was traded without even playing a single game as the team that drafted him. He's a shortstop. He's said to be MLB ready by next year, which is just insane to me.
And that's hard to come by with shortstops.
Well, any position player, they're not used to seeing great pitching, which makes him all that much valuable. Do you think that they gave up too much for Shelby Miller?
Like you said, Dansby Swanson, number 1 pick in the MLB draft. And I saw his videos. I've seen highlights of him at Vanderbilt. The guy's a stud. That's a guy you want to keep. He was the number 1 pick for a reason. Why give him up when you just picked him? All right, guys, thanks for watching. We just covered the Chicago Cubs and Arizona Diamondbacks, and this is episode 2 of 4.
Yeah, and on episode 3, we will be talking about the Giants and the Dodgers, our specialties. So, guys, if you like the video, drop a like, subscribe. If you have anything to say, comment down below. Other than that, guys, thank you for watching. And as always, respect the rivalry. utility player for the ages. I haven't seen a utility player, in my opinion, better than him in a really, really long time.
He's always been a sleeper to me ever since he's been with the Tampa Bay Rays.
Yeah.
He's always been a sleeper. But one thing about him, he strikes out a lot.
No, he doesn't.
Wait.
No, he doesn't.
Wait, led the league in Ks last year.
No, the Cubs did.
Fuck me. I'm an idiot.